Welcome to Certain Point of View, your first step into a much nerdier world. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Just go to certainpov.com. Thanks. And now your hosts, Ben Milton and Addie Thomas.
Hey, Nerf Herders, I'm Addie Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Star Wars RPG sessions of Certain Point of View. Before we get to that, quick update on weight loss.
It's going good.
Yeah.
I'm making a comeback.
How's that fried rice looking?
It's looking great because I haven't eaten it yet.
Yeah.
It's going to look worse after I eat it.
Oh, I love it.
Looks like pounds.
I just love that everyone that comes your way, it's more pounds usually.
But I'm losing weight. So how do you explain that?
Are you?
I definitely am. I'm down. Not only have I lost the weight that I gained initially, but I'm down from that too. So I'm making a vicious comeback.
You're making a vicious comeback? All right.
A vicious comeback.
Well, you can still join Team Ben, Team Addie. A couple other people have already done that. Case has, Akid has. You can follow all of that on our website, certainpov.com. While you're there, check out our social media. You can communicate with us. You can share with us your ideas, your thoughts on whatever we're doing. Criticize us on whatever our opinions are. Like if you for some reason did like Iron Fist, maybe you can let us know. You can find all of that on our website, certainpov.com. While you're also there, check out Patreon. If you would like to be a part of this podcast and help us out, of course, you can still listen for free. But if you want to be a part of it, you can also be a part of it on Patreon. In fact, today we have a special live studio audience guest member. It's very lonely for him right now, but we have Brian, who is a Patreon giver and supporter of the podcast.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. So anyway, you can also do the same thing, and sometimes you even get a couple extra perks. We're coming up with new ideas for some of those perks, but one of those perks is getting episodes of this RPG series early, as long as I can edit it fast enough. So that pressure's on me for that. Anyway, all of that is on our website, certainpov.com. Today we are doing session 4 of the Star Wars RPG session, and I'm going to hand it over to our Dungeon Master, Case.
Well, hello, my Nerf Herders. All right, so we are getting ready to get into the next session. Can I have everyone roll a d20 for me?
One.
Three.
Hey,
Did we just become best friends? Yeah, we are.
Hold on. Okay, so Sean, you rolled a 9, you said?
Yes.
All right.
What did Ben roll?
3.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Oh, we're gonna be rebels. We're gonna be rolling some good ones this game.
I don't care about high rolls.
Sean rolled the 9, and you guys each rolled a 1, right?
Yeah.
So let's get a roll off between the two of you.
Oh, it's a roll off, y'all.
Oh, that's different kind of.
11.
17.
Addie
Okay,
loses.
so Addie, if you would be so kind as to give
I gotta give the
quick
recap, without any XP bonus.
The XP bonus goes to Sean.
Congratulations, Sean.
Wait, I thought you had to roll a 20 for that.
No, this is
No,
the
it's
reverse
the
of the scenario from last time.
Oh, that's right, because someone rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I guess I didn't do it alone.
Actually, before you do the recap, we should just go around the room and introduce ourselves, because we know, theoretically, if you're listening to the show, who Addie and Ben are. But you might as well say who you're playing. I'm the Dungeon Master. I'm Case. Sean is to my left.
Yes, I'm Sean. I am playing Fendir Pickup, Ithorian Scout.
My name is Ben, and I am playing Phaelus Vash Killer. I'm a human Fringer.
What up? My name is Corey, and Misa Gungun. Soldier.
Named.
Who flung dung?
That was the John Phonics version of that. Who flung dung?
Who flung dung?
And then I'm Addie, of course. I'm the Keldor Force user faux show. Do we need to explain our relationships at all? I mean, I'm rivals with Ben, and I have a thing for him.
It was really good to sort of, like, if you want to recap it, just to say what, like, just as a refresher for yourselves.
Yeah.
But I don't think we really need the audience to care that much.
Okay.
Go back and listen to episodes or sessions 0 through 3.
Yeah, there you go.
So Addie, we'll take it away with the recap.
So last time we just got out of we were able to escape Yavin. not just the ground, but the space battle. We were able to make it possible for some transports to escape, but we also kind of helped with this sort of big sacrifice that a commander that Who Flung Dung and I didn't particularly care for sacrificed himself in. And we just got to a trading post, Fossa's Atoll, which is an old Nemoidian droid control ship that's now turned into a trading post. And Fossa we've met with, and he's, kind of sympathized with us and has given us the freedom and certain rules as far as what we can trade and what we can't. But we're given enough freedom to go and rest comfortably and trade. But what we don't know is that Fossa is planning to betray us to the Empire.
Very good. All right. So, as we find our intrepid adventurers being escorted out by Shay, Shay goes to you four. It's like, right this way. I'll have to have you meet with Reggie. He will provide security passes for you. It'd be advantageous for you to at least be documented to be on this ship. So right this way. And he escorts you over to a workstation where that older guard that you guys had seen before, the one who was definitely very stout and muscular.
Oh, the guy with the big nice butt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you mention it.
But with the
He
wrinkly
must
skin
work
and the long white hair,
Lots of burpees.
is working away on a computer, and he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, you four. Okay. Let's have some business with you." In the distance, you hear Foss's voice.
Ding, 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 ding.
Boy's not from around here.
You sure do have a pretty mouth.
We don't take too kindly to people who don't take too kindly to people.
You hear Foss's voice in the distance go, "Shay, to me." And Shay excuses himself and returns to Foss's office. Reggie goes, "All right. I need to get your documentation. I need your names, a little bit about your backgrounds. Foss has given you clearance to be on this ship, but no one moves around without my say-so. Get me?
Gotcha.
All right. You, human,
Yes.
who are you?
Luke Skywalker.
I don't know who that is.
Actually, technically, that's a drink. That's a little too on the nose. I just wanted an excuse to drink.
I'm here. I thought you were going to say Luke Skywalker, and I'm here to rescue you.
I think that's a second drink. Thank you.
That's
Everyone.
two. Everybody take one.
I'll still get a drink.
I don't know any Luke Skywalker.
I'm just kidding with you. I have a crazy sense of humor. Been under a lot of stress lately. I apologize. My name is, in fact, Stalis Mainlanon.
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 Is that Corellian?
It is Corellian from a long time ago. My family moved from Corellia several generations back.
Okay, sorry. How do you spell that?
MYNLYNONZYNON. The Z is silent.
I see. He peck types. He's definitely not very comfortable with a keyboard as he types the info into his screen, and his eyes trail on.
Are we at Jiffy Lube?
Space Jiffy Lube.
Space Jiffy Lube, yes.
Ithorian.
Yes.
How about you?
Just a second. Let me talk to my friend real quick.
Don't give him your real name.
Okay.
I don't care for that tone. I've got pretty good ears.
Give him your real name.
Are you telling me you didn't give me your real name?
I definitely gave you my real name. But his real name is a problem. He's wanted on 12 systems. Drink!
This is the first session of the night.
Oh, God.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I don't get it.
You're gonna.
I'll Oh, I'm surprised you didn't go for the you will.
One more. Oh my God! I'm at Chewbacca's waist.
Yeah, it's a cray.
Listeners, I have a giant mug of beer in front of me,
I'm so empty right now.
and my mug has a etched-in Chewbacca that spans the entirety of it. And in just the references alone, we've gotten from his head to his waist.
This is the problem because Ben and I can have entire conversations purely through Star Wars quotes.
As God intended.
Well, good. So now we're going to move on to you, Ithorian.
Yes. Yeah, my name is Bendir Over.
I don't know any Ithorians who use hard B sounds at the start of their name.
Well, my mother is
Pretty
actually...
hard for your tongues to say.
No, my mother's actually Rhodian.
Oh, God.
So I'm 1/10 Rhodian.
I like where you're going with this.
That's not how this works.
He's 10 clicks.
Oh,
early.
you've clearly never been to Tatooine then.
No. Why would I ever go there?
That's a great question. But strange things happen in a big, big galaxy. Are you questioning my friend's integrity?
I've seen a lot of this galaxy.
Well,
That's not how this works.
you clearly haven't seen it all. My friend, I kid you not, my friend here is Rhodian and a Thorian. Why would we lie about such a crazy
He's
thing?
got Rhodian eyes.
Look at
That's
him.
right.
He's got
You
beady
can't, you
eyes.
can't trust him.
Reggie looks first to one side of your head at the first eye and then moves around to the other side of your head to see the other eye. He's like, I'm going to have to look this up, but
Diplomacy.
give it a roll.
6. Plus whatever my bonus is. I think my bonus is like 8 or something like that.
Your bonus is a 5.
It's close to 8.
So an 11?
Yeah.
All right. He does not seem to be fully buying your shit. And he starts rolling his eyes and goes, I don't even want to ask. Gungan, what's your deal?
Misa?
Yusa.
Yeah, he's
Misa? Hung Solo.
Now that name is
we have a
definitely
drink for that?
Corellian.
I don't feel like we got a drink.
Yeah, all right, everyone drink.
Damn it, Corey.
This is going to be the one that goes downhill. Now, that name is definitely Corellian, and you're a Gungan.
Oh, I can explain that. He's my cousin.
Twice removed.
What?
Yeah, we go way back. Remember when I said that my family several generations ago left Corellia? Yeah, there was like a really, really ugly situation involving a Gungan woman and my great-great-grandfather.
Hey, everyone, give me spot checks.
That's why we had to leave.
Phalius and Foe. You notice that he's tapping on his left hand in sort of a rhythm. And while we're at it, you also notice that his right hand, he actually only has his bottom 3 fingers. He's missing his thumb and his trigger finger. But there are wires that go into like the hole in his hand where those digits should be. All right, now I hesitate to ask you, Keldor, what's your deal?
show foe.
Now you see, this is someone who gives me a straight answer. This is a typical Keldor name.
Sir, are you suggesting that we are lying? I take offense, sir.
I take offense to people not playing it straight to me.
Go ahead, just continue. Yeah.
Now look, Fossa has given you guys passes to be here, and he trusts you. But are you really trying to bullshit me right now?
No, sir.
Give me listen checks. Phaelius, you're the only one who hears the pitter-patter of metal feet. I mean, seriously. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt. I know you're rebels. I've been informed. Fossa gave me the briefing. We figured it out the second your ship came out of hyperspace.
Well, of course we're rebels. We never denied being rebels.
So what kind of information are you trying to sell me here?
What are you buying?
Well, I'll tell you this much. It's gonna be a 3-finger discount. And he raises his hand up, and you see that there's like a little like blue
Are you doing the Dane Cook thing?
No, because he's
What are the pig doing? What are we doing here?
He's not giving you the shocker. He locks his thumb and trigger finger on his right hand. But you see a blue marble-looking thing on his palm that he's been tapping with, I guess, his second finger in the scenario. The not the pinky, the one in the middle.
The ring finger.
Yeah, the ring finger there. And at that point, a bunch of Nemoidian battle droids step into the room with guns drawn, aimed at you guys. Now here's the deal.
You fucked this up, Addy.
You all are here at the not really the behest, but at the
Grace.
The Grace, yes, thank you.
Don't help me.
Oh, what? Whose team are you on?
Sorry, I'm not.
Shofo.
Try to help us, guys.
I'm not very good with words, and I appreciate it, Keldor. That was good of you.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
You were here at the Grace of Fossa. We could have shot you out of the sky. Not many ships can run a blockade like the ones that this kind of atoll would put up. But you all, you're here. We're allowing you to be here. Why are you giving me this bullshit?
Sir.
Someone fucking answer me.
Well, you like him. How about you ask him?
Keldor.
We're just here to lie low for just a little bit, do some trading, and then move on peacefully. We don't want to create any problems, but we just want to stay, under the radar right now.
All right, I'll level with you.
Thank you.
There's a bounty on our heads.
I could believe that. So who are you really?
Just his.
We're just
Not ours.
we're smugglers. We work for the rebellion occasionally. That's how we got the ship. But we've got some problems with the Hutts, and they're after us, and we're just trying to lay low. We're not trying to disrespect anybody. We're just trying to keep our trail quiet. You can understand that. You're a man of reason. I can see that.
Okay. Well, give me a diplomacy roll, actually.
24.
I guess I understand trying to stay low of the Hutts. They're not particularly friendly. I've had run-ins with them myself.
Do tell.
After the wars. Some bad times. But
Which wars? Were you in the Clone Wars?
I don't like to talk about it.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Those were hard times.
They were bad times.
Bad times. Friend, let me buy you a drink.
Well, maybe if we go down to O'Kessel's
Okay.
later. Look, here's the deal. I understand if you want to keep it low. I'll even take your bullshit names. Put it all on here. But understand this. I'm not here to fuck you. If I was, I'd be the one buying you a drink. Okay?
Oh, thank God, because I was trying to guess. I was wondering. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself.
Your Gungan friend is pretty annoying, isn't he?
As they all are.
That's true. I've had my
Why my
run-ins with
last
him.
name's so low?
God.
Should I sit down?
We learned to tune him out.
Should I just stop talking?
Yep.
Look. All right, fine. Well, and he like taps both of his hands, and the battle droids that had their guns aimed at you, like the arms turn up, and they all like turn out and march out the room. And he taps his hand 2 more times, and another battle droid walks in. This one not holding any weaponry, and clearly holding like some like towels and stuff for you guys.
Nice.
He comes in. It's like, one of our repurposed protocol droids will show you to your space.
Thank you so much, Reggie. Thanks for understanding.
I'm doing this because Fossa told me to make sure that you guys are taken care of. But understand this, you're trying to bullshit me, and I don't care for it. I've had enough people bullshit me in my life.
I understand, Reggie, and I apologize. You understand the sensitivity of the situation, and I appreciate your being a stand-up character and a stand-up guy and helping us out in a tight spot. If you ever need anything from us, Reggie, you can count on us.
Do any of you guys know what a bull is?
It's an off-world type of bantha.
Oh, okay. Like on Tatooine, where
Banthas
where
are-
I was conceived. Yeah.
Droid, show them to their quarters. And the droid takes a second and its eyes flash and then goes, Roger, Roger, and then turns out and gestures to follow as it sort of like slowly walks down this hallway.
All right, let's follow the droid, boys.
You guys follow this droid, and you're going down this hallway. And after a few minutes of walking, you come to this point where there's like a clear, it's not like an archway, that it's a clear divide in the section that you're in. And you guys walk through it. Now, Phaleus and Foe feel nothing as they walk through, aside from it being like kind of warm. But Hoof and Findir both feel very dehydrated, particularly Hoof. In fact, Hoof actually starts to feel woozy. Give me a fortitude save, please.
Yeah, Hoof. On the desk, man.
I'm totally woozy with the 2.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely feeling not particularly good. In fact, you faint.
Oh.
Bloop might be my favorite sound effect in this game.
I'm gonna save that one for future games too.
You come to as you feel like mist of water as this battle droid is holding a little spray bottle, is spraying you with water on your face.
I was expecting Fendir to be peeing.
I would do it. I would.
Are you guys trying to like help your friend who's just passed out as you walk through a barrier?
I guess so.
Down, Bubba.
What happened?
Miss, I don't know.
Are you okay?
Miss, I don't know. Where am I?
Take it easy, buddy. Just
You just need to get some rest.
you just fell over.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah. And he made bloop.
As you become alert, the droid straightens itself up. Its eyes flicker for a second, and it goes, evaporation field hazardous for certain life forms.
Wait,
does that
evaporation
mean?
field. What does that mean?
It does not respond.
Droid, what does the evaporation field do?
Its eyes flicker, and it goes, evaporation field is to segment off portions of population from specific chambers.
Oh, so these guys, because they need like a more water-based environment, can't go into these rooms.
No, it's not a. It is a field. It's not. Once you walk through, you're okay. It's not like once you walk in, you're like it's a constant. It's just a barrier that drains people. And you guys note that it's a very like hot area, like compressed air right in that spot. But any place, once you move past it, it is.
Who are they trying to keep out?
certain populations of the atoll should not enter restricted areas.
Also, Droid, what's your designation so we just don't have to call you Droid anymore?
K2FU. Drink, bitches!
Okay.
Droid designation CCN1.
All right, CC. Thanks.
The droid turns around and continues walking, does the little gesture for you to follow, and then continues.
CC, are we going to walk through any more of these?
CC stops, rotates, eyes flicker. That is the only one on the route.
Thank you, CC. All right, let's go, guys.
It rotates back and continues.
Am I still woozy?
You're feeling not great after that. You've been revitalized by the water mist being sprayed on your face, but your amphibious form is not particularly friendly for things like that. In fact, anything that is sort of like a softer skin for that kind of moisture is not going to love those barriers.
Who's got any kind of knowledge skill that would tell us?
Oh, I have knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Our scout has a lot of knowledge.
Hey, Fender,
Yes.
were you affected by that wall at all?
I felt a little off. I felt like I
what
a
does
little
that mean?
woozy. Oh. But not as strongly as Hooflung.
Yeah, to clarify, all of you felt it when you walked through, but Phallius and Foe both felt it just like, oh, that was really hot. It was like if you walked through like a hand dryer, but it was like super concentrated. Findir felt it, didn't love it, probably wouldn't want to stay standing in that archway for too long, but didn't like feel weaker about it. It was, it's like when you walk out in like Arizona in July versus walking out in Maryland in July. Like Arizona hurts, but for Hoof it was devastating. You feel particularly dehydrated, like you're super thirsty right now.
Hey, you have any water?
Let's give the person who has a
races.
knowledge nature roll. So 16. So if you wanted to make an inference on this one, it would be that certain types of creatures that are, like I said, something particularly amphibious, more water-oriented creatures
Calamari.
would be unable to walk through this without experiencing some sort of issues.
Fender, why do you think? What do you think that's about?
Well, I'd say if this had an impact on a Gungan species, a calamari would be devastated by that type of environment. I'd say it would have a hard time surviving it. Which makes me wonder why. Why?
I mean, the calamari are extremely good tacticians. I don't know. What's the relationship between the Nemoidians and the calamari?
Not good since the Clone Wars. The Nemoidians tried invading and taking over, and the Mon Calamari are pretty firmly part of the Rebel Alliance.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's keep walking.
You guys continue to follow CC, and he comes to this point where there's a ramp that clearly goes down, and then two ramps that sort of the floor almost like bends up to the wall, and he follows the path of the floor. It's like as if you were going up a like a half pipe or a quarter pipe in this case, and he just continues to walk with no problem until the point where he's actually perpendicular to the floor that you guys were on, and continues to gesture for you to follow him.
Are you seeing this too?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
you need
I
a drink
thought I
of
was
water.
just still woozy.
CC, can we get a drink of water for our friend here?
CC rotates and then sprays more water in your face.
Nope. Give him some more.
He rotates back and continues walking.
It spit on me!
So you follow it, and what you find is as you walk up what turns like the hallway into the wall, you see that the layout for this ring that you're on has different gravity points. So that the nature of it is that the floors are like spokes that stick out and have their own artificial gravity, but anything closer towards the center point is actually has a gravity well toward inwards into the circle itself. You're not sure if this is how they originally were designed, but this is how it's been retrofitted as it's become this like weird-ass atoll to maximize the amount of living space. You can clearly see that a lot of the structures that you're in are not consistent with each other. Like the whole
Sort of
nature.
retrofitted.
Yeah, the whole thing has been modified to have like maximize the amount of things that can go into it. As you continue to walk, you come to glass openings where you can see this large promenade that is directly below you guys. But every so often, there are ramps that go up to floors that then are at that perpendicular direction from you. And so you continue to follow CC. Looking down into this promenade, you see like it's like a bazaar. There's all kinds of like shops and stuff going on. Give me spot checks.
Nice one. I've rolled all night. 6. That's great.
18.
22.
7.
All right. Majority of you, except for the extremely woozy Hoof and his friend Foe, who's tending to him.
Super sleepy.
Sleep. Yeah, you're super sleepy and you're tending to your friend. So, Phaelius and Fender, you guys are observing that down in this promenade, there's all kinds of activity, but there's also what looks like slavery going on.
Go on.
There are Wookiees that are being prodded by battle droids. And there's also, you can see a large group of Mon Calamari that are like going about cleaning things and doing all kinds of work on the sides.
We need to buy a Wookiee. I don't care about getting the shit now. We just need to get a Wookiee.
Really? I was going to set him free. You know why?
We buy him and set him free and
You know
make
why?
him our friend because of the life
Because I
debt.
did it all for the Wookiee.
Oh my god. That's a drink regardless. I don't care if that's an actual reference or not.
What a Wookiee
If you
mistake.
set him free, then he'll have a life debt to you.
Oh, I do love myself a good... What if we set them all free?
Can we afford them all?
What if we just blew this place up and just set them all free?
Hey, Foe, do you have any particular knowledge skills that might be relevant to this?
Jedi lore is the only one that I have.
So give me a straight intelligence check.
19.
Okay.
Plus...
So this idea is actually feasible that your character would have. Where you're like, oh, we should try to, at the very least, free someone, if not all of them. Or none of them, and just have one slave. It's entirely, but you at least have that thought.
I don't like to use the word slave. I'd like to free him and hopefully he'll be our companion.
It occurs to you that's a possibility.
Hashtag the same thing. I don't care how Roll Games play it. It's the same
If
thing.
he decides to go home, he goes home. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying conditions on Kashyyyk aren't particularly great right
Whatever
now.
you say, Massa.
Oh, wow.
This got ugly.
You continue to follow Cece, and he comes to a ramp where he then walks up at what looks like the wall, and then all of a sudden it's his floor. And if you follow him, he leads you along into what's clearly sort of a converted habitation chamber. These are not big spaces that are meant for like lots of people. When he opens the door, you look in. It is exactly how Fasa described. It is a studio apartment with a futon in there. Or rather, a small sort of like couch that can be converted into
Is there only one futon?
Yes.
Yes, dummy. It's a
Yes,
studio
it's
apartment.
really small. It is.
For all 4 of us?
Yes, you guys are being afforded a space.
Spoon!
Hey! First time. I'll be the big spoon.
Cece sets down the linens that he's carrying and all the towels. He puts down the spray bottle. There's an eye flicker. It's like, you may need this. And then he rises up and it's like,
He's got the spit bottle. Run.
there is a panel next to the door. It can be used to communicate with the central computer system. If you have any requirements, please contact it. Until then, have a good day.
Thanks, Cece.
And Cece turns around and walks away.
All right, guys. So we need to, while we're here, we need to figure out what all we need to buy. Like, we need to get weapons. Are we going to be able to sell the proton torpedoes?
Well, we'll definitely be able to sell the proton torpedoes. It's going to be risky to sell the Y-wing on the black market.
So we'll just
We
keep
were
the
warned
white.
pretty heavily about selling it by what's his name?
Fossis.
Yeah, by Fossis. So we got to be careful about that.
Well-
We put out feelers about it, but honestly, I don't feel great about our odds on being able to get rid of that thing. Plus, it's got a hyperdrive. Like,
So why don't we just keep it? But we got to figure out what we're going to sell so that we can.
well, the
buy.
only thing we have of value is the 2 bombs and Fender.
What?
No, nothing, buddy.
There's a
fine.
beeping sound from the wall control panel. Do you guys do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at
Hello?
Hello. This is the voice of Shay coming
Oh, hi,
over.
Shay.
so
His face shows up.
Yes. And some water.
Housekeeping?
We've set repairs on your ship. There was some minor damage. We have also begun refueling it.
Thank
we
you, Shay.
understand that you may wish to sell it somehow, in which case, please speak with me. But either way, it'll be better value to you if it is in full condition.
What about the
We have confiscated some of the equipment that was redundant in there in exchange for this value point. The barter has allowed us to cover the costs. We are also happy to provide you with some credits in exchange for some of the unnecessary equipment that you had in there.
That sounds good, Shay. Keep in mind, I may have mentioned getting rid of the ship earlier. We kind of talked about it. I don't know if it's a great idea. We already have a problem with the huts, and things haven't been great for us. We may just need that ship. It's probably our best option just to keep it at this point.
Understood.
How much are we talking about for the barter?
We would, in addition to making sure that your ship is in perfect condition, we would give you 1,000 credits.
2,000.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I can do that.
Why don't you check and let me know?
$1,200.
16.
I'm throwing a Wookie too.
16. 1,200 and a Wookie.
Are you serious?
No.
We can do 400 and a Wookie.
Look at that, his eyes. Hold on. I gotta get a picture of this. Holy shit. It's my birthday, guys. I've always wanted a Wookiee.
We could also do 402 Mon Calamari.
Oh, fuck that.
I will
That's the
say,
amount of fish food we
but-
gotta buy.
but
And
I,
then you gotta like turn the lights off on the low ultraviolet mode later on in the night. No way.
but I will say,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're such an asshole.
Honestly, once you've got one, really, you can just let it work the whole time. You don't need to.
actually, well, I will say, when we were down there and we saw the Mon Calamari slaving away, a couple of them looked familiar, almost like,
They all look the same,
No.
dude. They're like, oh,
oh, how dare you? How dare you?
Drink, man.
But some of them actually look like prominent war heroes that somehow ended up here enslaved, but we might want to
Like an Akbar, maybe?
perhaps.
I don't know, guys. I think this might be a trap.
I can
oh, you bastard.
Oh.
drink.
Oh, my God.
I can assure you, most of our Mon Calamari came from guppies from a stock. Hold on. Cod swallow.
Oh, they're farm raised.
Oh, they're cod swallow spawn?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Haven't you guys always wanted to own your very own cod swallow?
Not after I met the last one.
How about this?
God damn it.
I can do 600 and a Wookiee.
I don't think we're gonna get a better deal, man. Although, so
What do we need a Wookiee for?
No, hold on. This like right now that was just like, I can be a bad spender. Like
I can even make sure that he's broken.
No, I want him working.
Emotionally.
Broken emotionally.
I don't want to bring around a sad Wookiee everywhere. That's just too depressing, man. That's like watching Marley and me.
It's like Chewie after Han died. Who wants that broken piece of shit? It's like Hobbes without Calvin. Why do I want that?
I would love that.
What's wrong with you?
No, because then Hobbs would be your
Yeah,
friend.
because I want Hobbs as my friend.
Jesus Christ.
All right, well, we need to think about what we need to get as well. So we're keeping the ship. So what are we looking to buy while we're here? Stock up on weapons?
Well, tell you what,
Fire extinguishers.
you guys
Buy lots of fire
sleep on
extinguishers.
it. I'm sure you'll find interesting arrangements
Yeah,
there.
let's see what's available here and then
Before we
we'll-
jump for
yeah.
this Wookiee. 'Cause
Yeah,
Shop around. We'll start the work on the ship. But let me know. And once you do, I'll talk to my Wookiee guy.
He has a cat.
yeah, we want to keep that on the table still.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're buying a fucking Wookiee.
Tear the arms out of a dude.
Great.
You don't want that guy on our side?
No, having a Wookiee would be cool. We got enough problems. How are we gonna feed it?
Yeah, that isn't a mouth to feed. It's true.
But it's his birthday.
You gotta bathe it.
It's my birthday yesterday, you asshole.
And you don't want a Wookiee? Tell me with a straight face.
I can't.
You don't want a Wookiee?
Bastard.
Ooh, are we getting a new player soon?
All right,
Brian.
Oh, it's the best.
Around!
All right, I'll drink for that.
It wasn't really a Star Wars.
I don't
joke.
care.
Okay, out of game reference, whatever.
All right, so let's shop around. See,
Hey, Shay, before you go,
Let's spoon,
Yes?
Let's spoon on it.
what kind of shopping options do we have while we're here?
This is a trading depot. There are quite a few people selling many, many things.
Shay, I think we're looking for armor and weapons mostly.
I would advise you not to directly ask me that question, but if you were looking for things because you did not feel safe,
Yeah, Shay.
I would probably-
Protection's not illegal in this galaxy.
protection is not. Feeling safe is not. I would prefer not direct questions about any particular means. However, but if you were to talk, or
the Empire has strict blaster control regulations.
Oh, I'm not talking about blasters. That's crazy talk, Shay.
yes, absolutely crazy talk. If-
Crazy talk.
However, if you were to
Takes 30
walk
days
to
to get a
section
blaster.
5 of the promenade, just past the Mon Calamari trading pits, you should be
We're gonna
able.
get a nice red hat.
And a Wookiee.
You should be able to find some people who would help you feel safe.
Okay, great. All right, great. Is there anything else we should know, Shay?
Yes, while you're over there, there's a couple of good bars. O'Kessel's is a pretty famous one here.
Well, I've heard about that.
Kissels.
Yes,
Reggie was telling us about that.
Yeah,
Reggie frequents that place a little too often.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
He looks like a
Good
guy
lighten
who...
up.
He has night terrors. He has quite a bit going on.
Which war was he in, do you think, Shay?
Oh, well, he fought in the Clone Wars.
Is he a clone?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
I mean, he doesn't like to talk about it, but I've known him for quite a bit of time, and he seems to age for 3 years for every one that I do.
And you think maybe he's a clone?
I'd say there's a good chance.
All right.
He could also have like that Jack condition. I don't know. It's pretty bad. But
Jack condition or
he-
being a clone?
both are pretty bad.
Shay, you know you're a little bit racist, right?
A little bit. I'll admit,
At least he admits it.
I'll admit, He's a little more southern than I would expect. Going into it, he didn't think he was going to be that southern, but he just adopted that drawl.
Oh, okay. Good to know. He's from the Outer Rim. All right.
Well, no, he's really
the southern rim.
well,
right?
sort of from the Outer Rim. He was one of the last off the line, as far as I understand.
Good to know, Shay.
So
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
Say
wouldn't
no
ask him
more,
about it. He's pretty touchy. Some bad things happened.
Yeah. Well, some bad things have happened to all of us. Am I right?
Not really.
I'm doing pretty well, thank you. I've shaped a pretty nice life here. I have steady income. I have health insurance. Not many people can say that in these times. It's a pretty good life I have.
You tell me about that. A Palpatine care is just not helping any of us.
No, it's not particularly comprehensive.
And they rejected everybody on pre-existing conditions. It's just the worst.
Yeah, but Ofasa care is pretty good. Well, I'll tell you what. My men are going to get to work on your ship. Do you have a name for that ship so we don't have to call it just that ship, or possibly names that would identify it?
I call it Susan.
Susan? Okay. So we're going to get to work on Susan. We're going to work her over, change all her fluids, do some injections. It's going to be doing good.
Oh, yeah. She likes it rough. Just get in there and just bust her up if you need to.
I've got some good men who will go to town on it. So you guys get some rest. I understand that at the very least your Keldor is pretty famished. Oh, and by the way, you've got a Gungan. I'm sure you noticed. There are certain barriers that you don't want to walk through with someone who's somewhat amphibious.
Is that because of the Mon Calamari? I'm just curious.
Absolutely.
I love that about what you guys are doing. I think that's fantastic.
Well, we got a great deal from the Quarrens. What could we say?
You gotta say yes, am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta love a good deal when you see it. It's like going to Target. All right, are we done here, Shay?
Well, call me back when you make a decision on the deal.
Sounds good, friend.
Get some rest.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, like you heard Shay, they got a bunch of Mon Calamari and Wookiee slaves here. We can go shopping for not weapons and armor, and they're fixing our ship. We may be able, now we have to decide. Are we going to get a Wookiee, 2 Mon Calamari, or are we going to buy ourselves some gear?
Faux show wants the Wookiee.
Of course he wants the Wookiee, because he's a moron.
I want the Wookiee now, too.
What are we going to do with a Wookiee, guys?
Have another friend.
Have another friend.
We got space on the we got space. I promise to feed and clean after it.
Me too.
Oh my god, you sound like my 8-year-old.
Foe, give me a diplomacy check against Phaeus' sense motive.
$12.
$10.
Okay. Foe makes a really convincing argument. They're like, these sound like good ideas.
We could probably use another hand, strong arm, because you guys are a bunch of pussies. We probably could use like a strong arm to help me fight off any Imperial entanglements.
We can carry more fire extinguishers into the ship. We had extra hands.
We had a Wookiee, yeah.
We had a Wookiee.
But we're gonna name it. Who decides that?
Well, I would hope.
Well, we clearly
He
play.
decide-
we,
he can
clearly,
decide it.
we clearly play rock paper scissors to decide who names the Wookiee.
Okay.
Or he can tell us his name.
No,
You might already have one.
you need to establish dominance when you get a Wookiee. First thing.
Give me a knowledge
Trust me, I
nature
know.
roll for this one.
Here we go. 9.
I believe your roll is pretty high on that one.
No. No.
Someone's gonna be like, there's no way.
Okay, so with that net 20, go ahead and spew some bullshit. Now it's canon. Go for it.
It's all Oh,
That's
everything's game now that Disney owns it, guys.
So it's a known fact when you get a Wookiee,
Yeah.
first thing you do, you smack it across the nose with the paper.
With the paper.
With a
okay.
paper. Yeah. Oh, no. You start gentle. That way you think, it's going to be okay. They trust you. And
You're
then
smacking it across the face and
with,
think
the,
it's
with,
okay?
with paper.
Oh,
It's
and the
okay.
nose. He
With
said
to a
the
Wookiee, that's
nose.
nothing. Right? That's like me
That's a
blowing
good
in your
point.
face with my Thorian breath.
That's actually a really good point, guys.
And then, you give him a nice little rub behind the ear, you scratch him a bit, so he's going to be okay. And when he thinks okay, then you start punching. You hit him really hard. but everyone, and this is important.
In the face?
Everyone, no, it's right in the gut, right in the stomach.
Oh,
but
okay.
everybody, at the same time, you need to urinate on it. And you need to say, you're nothing. You're nothing. You have to repeat that.
Wait, how
You're
many times do we have
scum.
to say it though?
At least 10 times.
At 10,
You're
because
nothing.
yeah,
You're
saying it
scum.
9 times would be
Yeah.
a Wookiee mistake.
Right. Whoa, Wookiee here. Wookiee here.
No, that's just a good pun. That's just a good pun.
Okay, but now Wookiee here. We need to go. And then, when you've established dominance, you give him the name. You choose the name for him.
Okay,
Wait,
so
we
we gotta
gotta
choose.
pee on him?
You have to. The stench needs to get it right in his fur, really deep in there.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that is
Hey,
disgusting.
listen, I didn't make this up.
I think you did.
I did not.
That's
No,
our
no,
tip
no,
from
no. So
Sean, from
no,
Fat
no,
Bear, the Wookiee Whisperer.
right, yes, from Caesar Milan Calamari. Goodbye, Rails. You were so lucky.
Wow, this got awful.
There might have to be an extended cut of this episode.
This entire one is outtakes.
Right?
I promised that the second section was going to be the crazier one. No. So the first one might as well be the zany one.
So this is the thing. So if we're not gonna buy weapons and armor, should we get like comm links so that we can? That's something that.
How much are they?
So
Generally.
75 for each one. So we need 5 of them. Or
I'm not giving the
four.
Wookiee a comm link.
4 of them.
Not after I pee on him.
that
I'm not
Wookiee
giving him
ain't
a comm link.
You're the only one he'll listen to after that.
Han Solo didn't piss on Chewbacca.
Oh, we don't know that.
We'll see that Han Solo movie.
It's more like a Lando Calrissian thing, if you ask me.
Oh.
What?
That's a record.
So the Wookiee is like 14.
That's a record scratch right there.
You got him in a closet? Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. I don't
All right,
know
guys.
about the
So you
Lord
guys are in the
Calrissian.
room. I know at least one of you really needs to sleep. Another one's really dehydrated. There is a sink.
Oh, I'm gonna go get some water. I gotta get some water.
So he's just like lapping up water that's like coming out from the sink. It's like no, he doesn't even choke because he's just like this is all great. Oh, it's all good.
It's all great.
Drink up. You're going to need a lot of piss for that Wookiee.
Getting so hydrated.
It's
over
like
here.
a solid 30 minutes of him lapping water before he's even ready to do anything else. Foe, are you going to try to get some sleep on that futon?
Yes.
Yes.
If you pull it out, you can get 2 people on there.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull it out.
We're
See
gonna-
whoever,
no.
Wait, what are you pulling out?
Yeah, what?
No.
Foe's not a big fan of pulling out on his birthday.
It's my birthday, man.
He brought his birthday suit.
Nope. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Let's see. Yes, I will go to sleep as long as I'm alone. Like I need some quiet time. Now you know what? You're the most tired.
Yeah,
one.
that's why
You
he was
go
talking
sleep.
to me, faux show.
Go to sleep.
Not Phalius.
I'm not going to sleep with you. I'll read a book.
Oh, yeah, that's what he was doing last time. Reading a book. Didn't finish that one, did you?
Pretty excited about peeing on that Wookie, aren't you?
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
You've just
Why do you think I'm drinking
rocking
all
a
this
set of
water?
blue balls this whole time.
Am I supposed to look at the camera?
Don't look at the camera.
Oh my god.
Look at the camera.
And Findir, what are you doing right now?
Well, part of me thinks about, well, I don't want to go to storyline because I think about going out and actually exploring a little bit, taking a look around. I'm kind of see what's going on with our ship, make sure nothing. Was that going to mess it up? Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
And you got a nap on the.
I did
This
get a
isn't
nap.
like a save point. Like
Yeah,
this is
you
just
were like super rested.
Yeah, so I want to actually go out, want to check on the ship because something just doesn't seem right with the Shay character.
Quick
And-
thing, Fendir, does Fendir still have his Space Agatha Christie novel that he was reading back on Yavin?
Oh, I'm going to give that to Phalius to read.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Does it have
It's a good
pictures?
read.
It doesn't have pictures. He's gonna need it.
Let me guess. The droid did it.
not your Gideon's Bible of the Wills.
But I definitely want to check things out because just see what's going on in this atoll.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome to go check it out. Do you invite anyone to come with?
Let's see. He's slurping up water. He's going to read. He's going to sleep.
Okay, so you're gonna go out.
I'm on my own.
Cool,
I'm going
so-
to scout.
You head on out. So you're down in sort of like a residential area. It's really packed in. It's the space is clearly very makeshift for it, and so they've like crammed in as many rooms as possible, not for comfort, but just for like people to like take a rest while they're staying here at this atoll. If you give me a listen check, you might be able to infer what's going on, but it's mostly closed doors where you're at the moment.
2.
You don't really hear anything particular. There, in fact, while you can hear chatter through all of it, it's all very garbled, and there's so much of it because the walls are fairly thin and it's not really designed for like real privacy. That you just can't make out individual conversations because there's so many conversations going on. But you can continue walking if you want to go back towards sort of the center where there's more of a hub. He keeps walking back towards the center where there's the real hub. All right, so you come to the ramp. There, the ramp to sort of get you back onto the main walkway. So you sort of like do your little like walk along it until you've gone from facing one direction to being perpendicular to the direction you were in before. And now at that axis point, there is a stairwell down, and it's like staying on that same axis into the promenade. But you're on this sort of like gangplank that runs above it at the moment.
Okay.
There's windows to look down, but you're currently above it.
I'm supposed to be looking at something. This is where I can just make stuff up.
Like, what are you doing?
This is edit.
Like, are you going down into it? Are you
Right.
are you looking around? Like, what's your game plan?
No, I'm looking around. I'm
right.
curious what's going on there, but I see Shay talking to somebody. It looks a little. No. See, that's why I can't.
Well, I'm not asking you what you see. I'm asking what you are going to do. Like, are you going to like look down? Are you going to walk downstairs? You're looking from above into the bazaar?
Yes.
Okay, so you're walking or looking into the bazaar. Give me a spot check.
Okay. 7.
Plus 13 is your total. You see just a lot of hustle and bustle. There's nothing in particular. Aside from now that it's been pointed out to you, you wouldn't have noticed this really on just by walking through here. But now that someone else, well, actually, I guess you pointed or saw it earlier, the Wookie and the Mon Calamari slaves are around there. You also see it's very human dominated. But there are some aliens. There are Twi'leks about, and that's probably in a ratio of like 30% to 70% human for the general population that's moving around. And there's some random aliens thrown in there in that mix. But again, for the most part, it's humans and Twi'leks and a few Bothans.
All right.
So maybe like 10% Bothans.
So I think let me go down there.
Okay, so you've been sort of like walking along. You come to the next sort of like downward stairwell, and you come down to this point, and it's just all these people moving around. There's people like good fruit, come from desert world, hydroponics makes a lot of sense. Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Fine rugs. They all come from great spiders everywhere over here. Tons of spider rugs. Would you like a spider rug?
Spider rugs.
I don't think I want a spider rug, but it might be interesting talking to the vendor.
Hey,
no.
Case, Eddie, side note. Do we have any credits at all on us?
Not on your person at the moment.
Do we have any, like, do we have like a bank system at all? Like where we would have access to credits?
Yeah, you guys are on the run and you
Are we
didn't.
broke?
Well, we're
If we,
rebels, so-
yeah, but are we broke unless
We don't trust the
sell
banking
something?
system.
Unless you sell something. yeah.
Okay, all right, that's all. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yeah. So not buying anything.
Oh, no money. Oh.
Yep. Broke.
Spider rugs. Would anyone like spider rugs? Giant spider rugs. Made from fine silk of the spider.
It could be a blanket for the Wookie you're getting for your birthday.
We have,
You guys aren't aware of this. You're in a different spot.
yeah, and I have no money.
I'm sorry, you have no money. I can't talk to you right now. I'm trying to work. I have 5 kids.
I'll just keep walking.
Thank you. My 5 kids appreciate you not taking up space. Spider rugs. Does anyone want spider rugs? You continue moving on. You see a group of Mon Calamari are all sitting around on a curb, and a speeder truck pulls up.
Jeez.
Day laborers, on calamari day laborers.
They all hop in the back and it drives off.
Oh gosh.
What the shit?
Yeah, you walked in.
There is a Wookiee who is working at like a droid shop, and he's taking like bent and broken parts and sort of like reshifting them back into position. In some cases, he's heating it up, and you can see that like you can smell as you walk by singeing fur as he touches this like really hot metal and shifts it back into the right shape before he cools it off and then uses it to sort of like continue working on the droid body parts. There's also a lot of these Nemoidian battle droids, by the way. They are all very clear, like with the exception of a few that are being used as like security guards. They are, for the most part, repurposed as protocol droids.
So I think I might even strike a conversation with one of these protocol droids, get some information.
Okay. So you walk over to one of the protocol droids. What do you say?
So, Jesus, this one. What do I want to know?
While
Good
you
thought.
think about that, we're
I
going to
know.
cut back to the guys who are awake in the studio apartment. So Space Agatha Christie reading and also slurping up water. You're done slurping up water, by the way, Hoof. It's been about a half hour.
I'm so full, so hydrated.
Yeah, you feel moist again?
Oh yeah. Where's that
I love
Wookie?
my moist Gungans.
Where's that Wookie?
We're not getting a Wookiee. I've had time to think about it. What are we, like? We're better off getting ourselves equipment so that we can defend ourselves instead of having a Wookiee be able to defend us. If we could each defend ourselves, we can, with 1,000, 2,000 credits that I'm pretty sure we can talk them into, close to 2,000 credits, probably 1,500 would be a safe bet. We can seriously gear ourselves up so that we can take care of ourselves, get back in that ship, and we can fight our way back if we need to, back to the Rebel Alliance. But I'm telling you, there's still something out there that we need to find. I'm telling you, there's another project besides the Death Star that we need to figure out.
You're right.
What are we going to do with how's a Wookiee going to help us with that?
I don't know. Set him into battle first.
Do you speak Wookiee?
Do I?
No,
No,
you
you
don't
don't.
speak Wookiee. None of us speak Wookiee. How the hell are we going to
still
talk
woozy.
to a Wookiee?
I just don't trust this guy. He said he fixed our ship, or is fixing. Like, something suspicious is going on here.
I'll take care of that. I'll make sure that we get our money for the fixed ship and for the selling of the 2 bombs.
Are you guys just bickering over your sleeping friend?
Yeah. completely.
Exactly.
You just sleep, all right? Shut your eyes and shut up.
Foe, give me a fort save.
7.
It stirs you a little bit. You're not completely woken up. It hasn't ruined your night's sleep, but you're not as rested as you could be because they're waking you up about an hour and a half-ish into your rest.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, your REM cycle's kind of fucked right now. If you're lucky, you can get a full 4 consecutive in, but right now you haven't been able to get that sleep in it yet. We're going to cut back to Findor talking to the droid. The droid is just standing there, and it keeps looking like it's about to turn away when you raise your hand to ask a question, and then it stops and comes back to facing you, and then you say nothing, and then its eyes flicker and it's about to turn away, and then you raise your hand, its eyes flicker, and it turns back to face you. You still haven't asked it a question. You still haven't really said anything
for 15
but
minutes.
At this point, it's now been a solid hour and a half to 2 hours after you've left the room to go wander about. And this droid has been standing there facing you for about 45 minutes, and you've yet to ask an actual question. It keeps its eyes flicker, it turns away, and just as it's about to be out of sight of you, you raise your hand as if you're about to ask a question, at which point its eyes flicker and it turns back to face you attentively. And then you pause, and then your hand starts to drop, and then its eyes flicker and it starts to turn away. And then each time this repeats, the droid cannot feel emotion, but you imagine it's probably getting frustrated.
Yes.
I'm highly entertained.
All right, so... Jesus Christ. So...
The droid begins to turn away.
All right, so,
His hand goes up again, and the droid snaps back into facing him.
All right, excuse me, droid. Where do they repair the ships around here?
Its eyes flicker for a second. Repair work happens on the dock.
Can you take me there?
Its eyes flicker for a second. Do you have clearance?
I do.
Its eyes flicker for a second, and the hand extends out.
There you go.
Its eyes flicker for a second. Pass card given to you by Station Security Chief. You guys were given pass cards
By Reggie.
Hey, Reggie. Yep.
Yeah. So you handed the card. It raises it up to its eyes. There's a little bit of a moment where it looks like a little laser pointer scans the card, and then it hands back the card. It's like, I can take you to your ship.
Thank you. Let's do it. Let's go.
$5 says he leaves us.
But if he does, he'll still be out there because he's not going to hyper.
I'll take my time leaving, yeah.
The droid turns and makes a gesturing motion, and then sort of continues walking through the promenade, and you follow it. We're going to cut back over to Phalius and to Hoof.
I don't care what you say. We don't need a freaking Wookiee.
But he's been asking for a Wookiee for 5 hours.
I don't care. We don't
Ever
need
since
a
he laid
Wookiee.
eyes on the Wookiees. I mean, look at what they're doing
Do
to the
you
Wookiees.
want a Wookiee,
If we don't
or
get
do
a
you-
Wookiee, they're going to put the Wookiee to sleep.
Hoof, you're snoring, and you keep on being like, Wookie.
I mean, look at this. He's wet dreaming about a Wookiee.
All the more reason why we shouldn't have a Wookiee. I'm not peeing on a Wookiee.
I'll take one for the team. All the water I have, I'll do it for Addy. I mean, show. I'll do it for show. Faux show.
You gonna do it just for show?
I'm so hydrated right now.
No diuretics in the system at all.
No, we're not getting a Wookiee. Dude, I would rather have a good vibro weapon and be able to afford to buy our way anywhere we want to go in the galaxy. If we have a Wookiee, all that's going to do is slow us down.
Okay, at this point, you guys have been bickering for, no joke, about 4 hours. Do you guys want to do anything while he's still asleep? He's got a little more time before he's been fully rested.
We should mess with him while he's sleeping.
I like the way you think.
Don't tear off his arm.
Look, he's talking in his sleep again.
He still dreams of Wookiees.
Let's pee on him.
No, we gotta practice. I gotta practice my aim.
Yeah, you go ahead and pee on him so he knows what a Wookiee feels like. I'm going to go look for weapons.
Okay, so you go out. Meanwhile, Who Flung Dung, not one to understand jokes and sarcasm,
Yes.
starts peeing.
Hate is gonna hate.
This is the best day of my life.
I don't even want.
I don't know. There's no like smell check in this game, so
Smell
so we'll
check?
give it a search check for Phalius as he passes out, or pardon me, as he walks out. Not
10.
okay. It smells particularly of ammonia,
Dude.
Asparagus.
but you'll note as you walk out that for just a moment, Foe acts like he's breathing even better than normal.
The best day of my life.
So you walk out and you walk out into the main hallway. What are you doing now? So you're gonna go walk towards the promenade?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can find Shay.
Okay. You're gonna go find Shay or not the weapons or anything like that?
I'm gonna go find Shay.
Okay. So you try to retrace your steps to get back to the specific hallway that led you to Fossa.
Right.
Give me a survival check.
Oh, 20.
Okay, you are able to remember accurately how many spokes you walked past, like what section you came from. So you follow through and you walk onto that, onto that hallway, and you walk past that familiar spot where Hoof passed out.
Awesome.
As you walk, or as you're walking, you come to the station where Reggie was before, and there's no one there. And then beyond that is a locked door.
Let's see. All right. Well, can't go anywhere further. Did Shay tell us where the bar is? He just told us that there was a bar.
He said what section it was in. It
Okay.
was in the same section as the I believe it was the
Wookiee
no,
rescue?
it was just past it was just upon the
rescue.
no,
You're gonna put him down, man.
it was just past the Mon Calamari
put you
slave
down.
pits and near the where like the protection trading was.
All right, I'm gonna head to the bar.
Okay, you make your way over to the bar. Like these are fairly long distances that you're all walking, so
Yeah.
it takes you like an hour to walk there. So at this point, we've gotten to the point where Foe is waking up. He's gotten about 6 hours of sleep in him.
And a mouthful of piss.
Dude, somebody pissed on you. Wasn't me.
He's actually feeling okay about this. His culture doesn't really have any sort of like affront to that kind of thing.
What? What's wrong with you?
I got a gas mask, man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Addie, you're going to probably want to subtract about 2 days worth of the list that I gave you before. You had about 3 weeks worth of gas containers. And then Hoof, I imagine, just after he peed on you, just stood there and stared at you until you woke up.
Morning. Morning sunshine.
Did he put his pants back on?
You used to put your pants back on. Not again.
Sorry.
No wonder you guys are such good friends.
You said you wouldn't be back till later.
Where's Phalius and Fendir?
I think he's getting your Wookie.
Oh my god, seriously?
I wasn't supposed to tell you.
I'm so excited. What are we gonna name it?
I don't know. Something about guns.
What?
That's what he said he wanted to name it.
Something about guns?
Yeah, he said he was going to go get guns. I assume that was the Wookiee.
No! We gotta find him.
You guys head out to go find them, I guess. Phalius,
This episode
Yes,
is
sir.
gonna be quest for the Wookiee.
the scan card buzzes for a second, and there's an indicator to like plug it into like a wall communicator.
Okay.
I guess it's a double for a pager.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
yeah, so you punch it in and Shay pops up. It's like, we've completed the repairs.
Oh, fantastic, Shay. What is the bill?
Well, it turns out that you had an abundance of well-organized towels on there of fine quality.
Oh, you
Ben
found
here
those,
for the
huh?
win.
It was fantastic.
Yes,
We've
it
never
was.
seen such well-organized towels.
Can we trade service?
You're not with me. Shut
Oh,
the fuck
sorry. I
up.
thought we found you. Nope.
Now tell me, I forget what fake name you gave.
I did too.
If you settled on a particular deal that we had argued, I believe it was
Well, the towels,
300 and a Wookie.
the towels change everything, don't they, Shay?
I mean, they were of good quality. I'll even give you 350 and a Wookie.
350 and a Wookie? What about no Wookie and 2,000 credits?
I don't know how I can do that necessarily. I can
Shay,
do
how many
1,500
towels
credits.
How many towels were there, Shay?
There was an abundance. There were so many. It would take someone hours to fold and organize so many.
In fact, it did. That's worth quite a bit, Shay, especially this far
That
out.
attention to detail I will give you is worth quite a bit. Perhaps with a diplomacy roll, you might influence it further.
19.
Well, it's hard to argue with a 19 in diplomacy when talking about well-folded towels.
That's right, we are.
You have argued very well.
Ben Deer's years at Space Gap just paid off for us.
The thread count on these is fantastic, and I cannot argue with the craftsmanship of the fold and presentation. I should have no trouble bartering this for, well, let's say, how about 1,700 credits?
You got a deal.
1,700 credits it is. No Wookie, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I can throw a crippled Mon Calamari in.
Pass.
Fantastic.
Fucking.
That's on top of the 1,700.
You know what?
He's not there.
Oh, right.
Don't listen to voices in your head.
No,
He's not
you know
conveying
what?
it. You said
Let's
pass.
just.
I agree.
I'll say pass. We have a deal, but let's just be friends for later.
Okay, so 1,700 credits. It's in the shared pool that all of your cards can account.
Thank you so much, Shay.
Very well. And when you're leaving, just make sure to tap it into the computer and then withdraw it into some other form of conveyance that you might have.
Understood. Shay, can you tell where I am at the moment?
It looks like you are just above the Mon Calamari pit, so not far from O'Castle's.
Fantastic. Hey, Shay, what's the average price for a Wookiee nowadays?
Wookiee slavery typically runs in the ballpark of 800 credits. 12 if you want someone who's actually healthy.
That's a lot of credits.
You've got to check the teeth.
Is that what?
Hey, I just got 1,700 credits on my card. No
Oh,
way, go to the
shit.
Wookiee Rescue.
Yes. I swear to God, if you buy a Wookiee, I will fucking kill you. I will gut you in real life.
Shared account, bitches.
Better hurry to O'Castle's and drink $1,700 worth, or 1,700 credits worth of beer.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Shay. Pleasure doing business with you. Hopefully, we can do some more at a future date. You are an honorable man.
It's always a pleasure.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. I'm heading to the bar. Hopefully, there'll be some games there that I can gamble on and make our money back from the Wookiee we're about to buy.
Don't forget all the accessories.
Okay, we're going to cut over to Findir, who has sort of wandered behind this droid into the loading dock where your ship is parked and work is being done.
Okay.
Shay is no longer there, although he probably was there to supervise some of the work at some point. And for the most part, it's just Nemoidian battle droids just walking around. But they're all they're in like mechanics gear. They're like hauling like toolboxes, and some of them even have overalls on. And they're just doing their work, and you've been led to your ship.
Droid, so what is your name, Droid?
His eyes flicker. CCN1.
Oh, CCN1. Okay. Any relation to CCN2?
His eyes flicker. There is only one central computer.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Is there any way to view the data bank, see what work's been done on our ship?
Its eyes flicker. You would have to oversee the ship's onboard computer yourself.
Can you take me to that computer?
It gestures its hand forward at the ship.
Oh, thank you.
So you like walk on the ship to go check out things?
Yep.
Cool. We're going to cut
Not
back
sure if it's
over
good, right?
to Foe and Hoof. Where were you guys going?
True hit 3. Upper Gungan style, I said, and they shot it down.
I've heard it several times. Yeah. But
At least one person.
we just need to catch up to Phalius because I want to make sure we're getting this Wookie.
Where are we?
You guys are at this point now crossing the Mon Calamari trading pits. And you see in the distance a sign that says O'Kessels. And we're going to cut over to Phalius, who's in O'Kessels.
I am.
Yes, and you've gotten a drink.
Woo!
And it's
Yeah!
delicious, right?
Yep.
All right.
How much does that drink cost?
Nothing yet.
1,700 credits. No. No, it costs like 3 credits.
All right. I'm looking for any kind of like gambling that may be going on.
You can see lots of people are doing like different kinds of games in this place.
Okay.
There's dice games going on, and some people are playing Pazak.
Oh, let's play dice games.
Okay. You walk over to 2 Boffins who are playing a dice game.
Hey, you guys got room for an extra?
Why?
Because I got credits to spare.
Oh, that sounds good.
Good. Let's get it on, baby.
Well, we're playing 7 die, 11 die. That's it.
So craps. All right, cool.
If I roll, you have to drink. And if I roll again, you owe me a credit.
Oh, I like this game. If I win, what happens?
If you drink, you don't owe me a credit. Drink fast enough, and you don't owe me a credit. Drink slow enough, you owe me another credit.
Who determines if it's fast enough?
If my dice rolls again a 7, 11, or a doubles.
Okay, I'm in. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to cut back over to Foe and Hoof coming into O'Kessels. You see a broken, destroyed man sitting with 2 Boffins who...
Why are you gonna be broken?
No, like you're basically at a wash at this point. You've actually covered the cost of your drink, but you haven't really made any profits.
I got gambling skills. I got good gambling
At the
skills.
point when they walk in, you haven't made any profits.
All right.
So they walk in, you're up 3 credits.
He's Gungan. He has long strides, so it wasn't that long after.
All right. You just started.
I'm just like running to catch up with him.
Now you're a few hands in.
Okay, a few hands in. All right, that's good. I'm not even an hour in. Come on. You gotta give me time to win the game.
Philius, what are you doing?
I'm doubling our money.
We could
You
use it
want a
for the
Wookiee or not?
I don't know if I really want to rely on your gambling skills.
How do you think I survived so long on the Outer Rim without my gambling skills?
So there's like hollows playing in this bar, and they all blink out for a second, and an announcement pops up on the screen. We have a special address coming from the Emperor himself. A special address coming from the Emperor himself. We interrupt this hollow for a message from the Emperor. And the visage of Palpatine shows up in hollow in front, or pretty much all over the bar. He's hooded. You can see like his like mangled face trying to be covered up by it all. But in a weird way, you almost feel like he's doing it for show. He's making it making a point of showing how mangled his face has been by electrical burns that happened somehow. And he begins. My citizens, since the time so long ago when I restored our republic from the chaos of the Clone Wars, I have not been forced to speak to you with such sorrow. Scarif, a center of loyal scientists, is no more. Jeddah, a center of faith, is no more. Lastly, and this may be the worst blow, Alderaan is no more. Alderaan, a center of prosperity and culture without rival. Rebel terrorists have found a way to destroy planets with a form of heavy barrage weapons scavenged from the separatists of the past wars. This affront will not be tolerated. Rebel terrorists have murdered thousands of Imperial troops, stolen weapons and vessels, and now they have brought their war to the very people of our Union, to my people. Listen to me, citizens. I have been a patient man. I have allowed the cracks in the Republic that have long endangered my beloved people because I cared so much that I allowed it to linger on and did my best to preserve it. No longer. In this time of crisis, I have been forced to bear a greater burden. The well-meaning but inefficient Senate has had their last session. The Imperial fleet and regional governors will now report directly to me, with no tired old bureaucracy to delay action. The rebel terrorists cannot be tolerated. We will move swiftly. We must move swiftly. From this day on, no man who associates with a known rebel shall be spared. From this day on, the Empire strikes back. Drink.
Dick, you son of a bitch.
I need more beer. Guys, give me listen checks. Okay.
25 for me as well.
Oh wow, you guys did well. So Phaelius and Foe both hear the sound of vibro blades being drawn.
That's
Oh,
the sound of a Gungan.
Count him out.
That's the sound of a Gungan shit in his pants.
oh shit! It's about to go down.
All right.
Wish we had a Wookiee.
Yeah. Yeah, you think?
Nope.
He could have torn the arms off of both of those guys over there.
So with that, would Phaelius, Foe, and Hoof give me initiative rolls, please? So people start drawing their weapons. They all look at you, and you feel that they're cognizant of who you are and what they're about to do. Sorry, what was the order again?
I got a 1.
I got a 14, and then Corey got 16.
Way to go, Corey. If that is your real name.
You'll never know. That's what you should have given the name as.
My name's Ben.
That's like a human name.
That makes sense. Old Ben Kenobi. Ben Kenobi. Still haven't bought anything.
All right.
We're gonna have to run and
Hoof,
shop.
you didn't notice.
It's gonna be like shopping
So,
spree.
Foe, you have a moment to act because Hoof did not catch the noise and did not pick up on people starting to sort of look at you and draw weapons.
Mr. Brown, nice. So I want to, and well, first I want to spot how many people are approaching us menacingly. Yeah,
It's a fairly packed bar. and a lot of people look kind of freaked out by the message that they just heard, and are a little suspicious of outsiders.
Can I cast Force Empathy on like the entire bar at once, or is that like too much?
What I would say is you can use the Force Empathy roll to enhance a diplomacy roll. So do the Force Empathy first, but because you're trying to do it for a lot of people, I'm going to say you actually have to back it up with something. So you lose 2 vitality points for doing that. But your words carry extra weight as you give a diplomacy roll. So give it with advantage.
So that's 2 rolls?
Yes, and take the best of the 2.
Oh, well, that one's not going to be the best one. Oh, my God.
What's up?
That's 2.
Oh, Hattie.
The 2 is your best roll?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? I should not have peed on him
You
earlier.
just lost your chance at a Wookie,
So you
dumbass.
start trying to talk, but like all it sounds like is just like gassy noises coming out of your face mask.
So that.
Yeah, basically. Phalis, you have a moment to react because you heard them. Do you try saying anything? Do you people are clearly freaked out and they see you as like a weird outsider that they don't recognize?
I am going to say something. Diplomacy.
Yeah, so give me the roll and say what you're gonna say, because that.
Okay. Everybody, I don't know what you think about what's going on, but we are just here to trade and make some money with the rest of you.
What was your roll?
It was a 11.
Okay, a couple people kind of back off. The Bothans that were sitting at the table, who had started to brace themselves, kind of relax. There's one guy at the bar who does pull out a vibroblade.
God, there's always one guy. Calm down, buddy. Just take it easy. We're just here to spend our credits just like everybody else.
But a hand of a person who was sitting at the bar, that right hand that's missing a trigger finger and a thumb, grabs the guy by the shoulder and forces him back, or his back against the bar, and he moves his left hand to brace him as he pulls out his gun, sticks it in his face, and goes, "You're no good to me alive." Fires the trigger.
Oh shit, he blew his head right off. It's my boy Reggie.
And looks at you guys and goes, "We need to leave."
Sounds good, Reggie. Let's roll.
And with that, we end the session.
Nice.
Did we just become best friends with Reggie?
I think so.
My
See, who
ninja.
needs a Wookiee when you've got a clone?
Right?
Yeah, I know.
What would you rather have, bitch?
Both. But we'll find out next time on our next episode of the Star Wars RPG session. You can find out, you can find other episodes. You can listen to past episodes of these sessions on our website, certainpov.com. Check out the Weight Loss Challenge, check out Patreon. All of that again on our website, certainpov.com. And until next week, stay scruffy, my nerf herders.
Thanks for listening to Certain Point of View. Don't miss an episode. Just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Head over to certainpov.com.